Hi guys, Tropo46 here, welcome yourselves back to Ride 2. Ride 3 is up next week, so let's do some more Ride 2 stuff. So I'm going to race at Northwest 200 first. We're going to be doing 4 laps around here aboard my trusty Suzuki GSX R600. And then we'll pick another bike and go and do another different race. So let's see how we get on here. See if I can remember where my braking markers are and everything. Just trying to get used to all the circuits again, ready for when Ride 3 comes out. So currently in 4th place, make that 3rd now. This is probably my favourite road racing circuit on Ride 2. Ooh, been hit in the back. But we're staying in 3rd for now. In fact, we've got 2nd. So we've got that pesky roundabout coming up. Just behind the leader on the brakes. Oh, no! Okay, that was so close to a crash then. So close to a crash. Gonna have to have a look at that on the replay again. Almost got completely sideways. Side by side with a Honda. Just on edge away now. Yeah, so Ride 3 is out next week. So we'll be doing more Ride 2 videos on the build up to Ride 3. MotoGP 18 career is almost finished as well. Just got 3 races left in that. And then that is it. And then by the time we finish that and done a few Ride 2 videos as we go into the lead, then at Ride 3 should be with us. And then I'll start doing Ride 3 videos. Oh, come on. Get it stopped, get it stopped, get it stopped. Yeah, we got it stopped. Alright, I actually thought that that guy in 2nd place was going to come up the inside then, but it seemed like he didn't. Just heard him closing and then all of a sudden he just vanished. So I don't know whether he crashed or anything. Okay, onto the back part of the track. Got to remember my braking markers for the chicanes. Look for the houses on the left. Okay, on the brakes now. Have we got it stopped in time? Yes, we have. Hopefully moving from side to side will be a little bit quicker in Ride 3. That would definitely make going through chicanes a little bit easier. Because, yeah, going from side to side does seem a bit slow in Ride 2. So, fingers crossed it's a bit quicker in Ride 3. And we've got another chicane coming up. Usually use the red fire engine on the right-hand side as a braking marker. So there it is. I'll brake a little bit later because we're on a 600. But that's where I usually brake on a 1000cc bike. We've been closed in a little bit. No, he's a bit later on the brakes than us. So we're not getting away just yet. I'll keep pushing and see what happens. I can't push 100% yet because I'm still just trying to readjust myself to this track. Oh, he overshot that one. So we were momentarily down a 2nd. He's right there though. Oh, I thought he was going to have a look up the inside. I'll start going uphill. A little bit wide. I remember my first ever laps around this track. This corner I used to really struggle with, and the final corner as well. I used to either hit the inside curb or just go in a bit too hot and hit the outside curb and then end up crashing. So yeah, at least I kind of got used to that now. But yeah, that was pretty much like where I used to struggle with this track, was just that corner and the final corner as well. But once you get used to it, then yeah, it's a good track, nice and fast. Got a few bumps and that on it. Yeah, starting to edge way again a little bit, but last time he definitely closed in through the chicane, so he may well do the same again. I can't really brake too much later into the chicanes, maybe a little bit, but not a huge amount, otherwise it will end up just crashing because we won't get the bike stopped in time. Okay, through the hairpin. So far so good. I've only had one major incident and that was on the first lap coming into this corner. But this time we ain't got anyone in front of us and we're through nice and neat. Job's a good un. So yeah, I did put up on the community tab last week about whether you guys want me to bring back recreating riding styles in Ride 3, and it seems that the majority of you want me to bring that back, so I will. And like some of you have been saying, we will be able to go into a little bit more detail because of the livery editor. So yeah, should be able to get whoever we're recreating the riding style for, we should be able to get their bike livery as well. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to bringing it back. We've done it in Ride 1, we've done it in Ride 2, and now we'll do it again in Ride 3. I'm still keeping my fingers crossed that the riding style editor is a little bit more in-depth than the previous two games. Ride 2's riding style editor wasn't an improvement at all. It's exactly the same as the first Ride game. So it would be nice if it was just you could go a bit more into detail about your body position and be able to go to like even more extreme lengths of like hanging off your bike and getting your elbow down on the floor and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that they've kind of tweaked it a little bit. I'm hoping it's still there for a start. I'm sure it will be. But yeah, just hope that they've tweaked it a little bit just to make us go into a bit more detail, because that would be awesome. And I'm sure that with all the helmets and levers and all that kind of stuff, we're going to have even more of a wider selection. Oh, he sounded like he went in there too hot. Oh, he did. He's down. So second place just crashed into the chicane. I had a funny feeling he was getting in there too hot because I just heard him rapidly approaching and he was quite far back. So that's going to let me off the hook a little bit. Still got another 2 laps to go after this one. Oh, that was close to the outside curb then. Don't want to be doing that. Go on there, you go right up in the air and end up crashing. Oh, just got it stopped. Just got it stopped. Maybe brake a little bit earlier next time. So yeah, riding style editor, recreating riding styles. It will be back in Ride 3. And yeah, like I said, with the bonus of the livery editor as well. We should get some really good things happening in that little series. I probably won't start it straight away because I'll just be more into just playing the game, but it will definitely be back, so don't you worry about that. Maybe after like a couple of weeks or something I'll bring it back, but yeah, I just want to get my hands on the game first and get a feel for the game and everything and see what I can do on it, and hopefully you guys will join me for that series. I know that a lot of you have enjoyed my Ride and Ride 2 content, so definitely looking forward to going back to that. Ride 2 has kind of saved my channel, which no one actually knows about. But when Isle Man TT game was out, and I was playing that quite a bit, I started off enjoying that game, and then as the weeks went on, I was like, oh shit! No, I wasn't like, oh shit. But yeah, like after a few weeks I was like, this is starting to get a little bit boring because there isn't actually that many bikes in it. Obviously we've got the big main track, which is like the standout of the game. The other tracks get quite boring quite quickly as well, and I got to a point where I was like dreading recording things because I was just getting so bored of playing the TT Isle Man game, which is why I had to stop playing it and come back to Ride 2, because I almost got to a point where I thought I don't really want to record anymore. So yeah, like that's why I went back to Ride 2 for a brief moment. I was like, actually, this is a lot more fun, and kind kind of gave me the motivation to get back to recording and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely a game that is yeah, definitely one of those that I have a lot of fun on. I can always go back to Ride 2, and I'm sure it'll be the same with Ride 3. Like, if I do stop playing it for a little bit, I'll always come back to it just because it's such a fun game. There's so many bikes on it, there's loads of tracks, and we're getting even more in Ride 3, so that is definitely going to be my go-to game if ever I start feeling that I'm getting bored of whatever game I'm playing, because that is the trouble with, like, obviously trying to make one game last quite a few months. It is going to get a bit stale and boring for me playing it, so that's why I'm always like really happy when a new game comes out, like I was when Isle of Man TT game came out. I thought, well, something different, I'll give it a go. Enjoyed it for a little bit, and then yeah, just due to the lack of content in that game, I just started getting quite bored of it and started dreading recording it, because I was just like, especially when we're doing the full TT course, obviously it's a long lap there, and I was just like, this is taking a long time to record a video, and I'm not really enjoying doing it. So yeah, Ride 2 definitely saved me in that respect with the whole recording thing for my channel, so thank you, Ride 2. Hopefully Ride 3 will be just as good, if not a bit better. Because the thing is as well, like, the difference between the first ride and the second ride, like, the improvements on it are so much better. I mean, Ride on the Xbox when it first came out, and I haven't actually tried it recently, but I tried it about a year after it released as well, and the frame rate on it was shocking. Like, I played it a little bit on the PS4, because I borrowed someone's PS4 and played it on that, and it's absolutely fine. But then it came out on the Xbox One, because it was delayed for the Xbox, came out like a week later or something. And yeah, put it in, started playing it, and the frame rate was horrendous. It wasn't even 30 frames per second, it was like really stuttery, and it was just about playable. And yeah, that kind of disappointed me a bit with the first Ride on the Xbox, and Ride 2 came out, and definitely blew it out the water. Oh, well, that was close. Nearly a big crash there. Yeah, Ride 2 plays absolutely nicely. No problems with the frame rate. I know it's only 30 frames per second, but the new one's going to be 60 on the Xbox One X version and the PS4 enhanced versions, and obviously PC as well. So, looking forward to playing Ride 3, and looking forward to having more fun as well, because yeah, Ride 2, a lot of fun. Hopefully Ride 3 will continue that trend, and I can bang out a lot more content as well with Ride 3, because obviously there's a lot more bikes to use, there's more tracks to use and stuff like that. So, and also providing the online stability is good, I will be running a few leagues on Ride 3. I'm not going to do what I done with Ride 2 and run a Super Sport and Super Bike league simultaneously, because I pretty much burnt myself out doing that, especially when I was racing in both as well, and just trying to get the videos up for them and editing and everything. It took quite a bit out of me doing those two leagues at the same time, so I've learnt from my mistakes. I won't be doing two leagues at the same time, but yeah, definitely looking forward to doing some leagues on Ride 3. I'm thinking about at some point as well doing a mini BSB league as well, because we're going to have quite a few of the BSB bikes in Ride 3. I know there's some coming in the DLC packs as well. Obviously we've got some of the tracks from the BSB calendar as well. So yeah, even if it's just like a 4 or 5 race league, then yeah, I think I definitely will do like a mini BSB league. So yeah, there's lots to look forward to with Ride 3. Lots of content's going to be coming your way, so you've got lots to be able to watch. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, because I'm certainly going to enjoy playing the game. And yeah, we got MotoGP 18 to wrap up very, very shortly. Like I said, 3 races left to go on that game. We got Phillip Island, Sepang and Valencia. but the points difference is down to 20 points between myself and Marquez, so still all to play for at the moment. Hopefully I will be able to get the title wrapped up by Sepang, but you never know, anything could happen and it could end up going down to Valencia, but hopefully not, because I'm crap at Valencia. So that will be done very shortly, probably by the end of this week, and then next week we will be going on to Ride 3. So yeah, it's going to be a busy time on the channel, but definitely looking forward to it. And again, like with the league, like the recreating riding styles, it won't be straight away the league. It will be like after a few weeks after the games come out, just in case they decide to bring out any patches or we find anything seriously wrong with the game, then we can wait for it to be fixed and stuff like that. So I mean, that's always why I never run a league straight away on a brand new game. I like to wait a little bit. I mean, sometimes with the MotoGP games we have to wait about a month before a patch comes out, so yeah, I tend to wait for patches to come out and then test the game again to see what has been improved and if there was an issue, if that's been fixed, which is what I've done with MotoGP 18, but unfortunately the stability was never really right to be able to do league racing. I know they've tried improving it again, and I haven't actually tested out online play for MotoGP 18 since they've done the last update, so it may have been improved again. It might even be at a state where a league would be okay to run, but I think now that Ride 3 is coming out, I think not many people are going to want to race in a MotoGP league. I mean, I'd rather just wait off until we can run a Ride 3 league myself personally, because I like to do, I don't like switching between two games, because especially if they feel a bit different. Like if I've been playing MotoGP 18 quite a bit, then I come back to this, it takes me a few laps to get used to this because it's a little bit slower, changing direction and stuff, the physics is a bit different. So I like, if I'm running a league, that it's the same game that I'm playing at the moment, so that I haven't got to keep changing my style on that and getting used to the physics again. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll play Ride 3 for a couple of weeks and see if there's any issues or anything, and then we'll wait for some patches if there are any issues, and then we'll decide after that when to run leagues and start the recreating riding styles. But yeah, there is going to be a lot of content from Ride 3, so I hope you guys are ready for it, because I certainly am. And yeah, it's all good. Ride 3 is coming next week, so not long to wait at all. We have won at the Northwest 200. We had a couple of big scares, but we managed to stay on for all 4 laps. What did we win by in the end? We won by 7 seconds. Okay, would have been a bit longer, but yeah. So this is what happened on the first lap. We had that big moment going into the roundabout. Oh, that gets proper sideways. That camera angle doesn't really show it the best, so we will rewind it and have a look at a different camera angle. So we'll go for third person. So yeah, a bit optimistic of me trying to shove up the inside. I wasn't actually expecting to do that, but we kind of gained too much. Oh, look how sideways that gets. How the hell I managed to stay on that? Definitely set me wide. Right, next race. Using my trusty Smith's Racing Triumph at Donington Park. And I've just realised, looking now, it needs an oil change. Look at how many miles I've done on this bike. Yeah, so I didn't realise that I needed an oil change on this bike, so I'll definitely have to do that. So 4 laps around here at Donington Park aboard what is pretty much my favourite bike in the whole of Ride 2. It's it just feels so nice, this Triumph. It handles well, it's pretty quick, and it just feels like an all-rounder, good all-rounder. It's really good on like the road racing circuits as well, because it is nice and nimble. So this is definitely one of my most favourite bikes in the game. I know it's not the quickest, but for my personal taste, it's definitely one of my favourites in the game, and one that you can obviously tell by the mileage, one of my most used bikes as well. So currently in second place as we get ready to go into the Foggy S's. In a bit too deep, but so was the leader. And he's on a Triumph as well. He probably doesn't need a oil change like my bike does. So we will be losing a little bit of power because of that, but we're right on him. Can't quite get past though. Into the final corner. Try and get underneath him on the exit. There we go. Nicely done. Now, can I stay there? We've got a good exit, so that's fine. Into turn 1. Oh, that was a bit of a mistake. I can hear him. Down crane of curves. Oh, hello. That was a bit aggressive. Now we're back on him. Up the inside. Come on. Not quite able to sneak through yet. Oh, he's gone wide. There we go. He left the door wide open there. So we're back through into the lead. Oh, I've gone wide now. And on the curb. Spinning up the rear. Staying in the lead for now. Okay, that's a... wasn't expecting that. I was expecting him to come past. Into the Foggy S's again. Is he going to come past? Yes, he does. Ooh, hitting the back again. They do go in there a little bit too hot. Fingers crossed that the AI on Ride 3 are a lot more challenging than they are on Ride 2, because they are really quite easy on Ride 2. On most tracks, they are really easy to get past and everything. I mean, we had a pretty big lead at the Northwest 200. But yeah, road racing circuits, they definitely seem to suffer on a lot more than the short circuits. They seem a bit quicker on short circuits. So hopefully they'll be a bit quicker on the road racing circuits in Ride 3. And just be nice to have, even if they've kind of done the similar thing to what they've done in MotoGP 18, where they've done a scalable difficulty system that goes up to 120% rather than 100%. So it goes up to extreme level. So that would be nice if the AI are in fact harder, because that make everything a little more challenging, a little bit better. But again, a bit like what I've said in the past, I want them to be like realistically difficult though. I don't want them to be able to outbrake you by miles and still get it stopped for the corner when in fact you can't do that. So it would be nice if they kind of brought a human element to it, and of course it would be nice to see him making mistakes, not going around on rails, not going around in a train. So I know I'm asking for a lot, but yeah, it would be nice if they had a more human... Oh, hello. He's done it again. But we managed to... Have we got the drive? We're on the inside for the Melbourne hairpin. We are just ahead as well. You ain't getting through this time, mate. Yeah, so if they can brake, like, where it's physically possible to do your late braking, and accelerate a bit better out of corners and not weave all over the place or anything like sometimes they do in MotoGP 18, especially Buriram. So yeah, fingers crossed we will find out next week what the AI are like on Ride 3. Oh, don't want to be doing that, spinning up on the curb. It would be nice if they brought tyre wear over to Ride 3 as well, because it is missing from Ride and Ride 2, which is a little bit strange, especially... Oh, hello. Almost crashed again. Yeah, especially when it comes to like endurance races. Oh, he's coming past. No, he's not. Yeah, endurance races when obviously you're doing longer races, so it would be nice if they were proper endurance races, so really long races, and you have to come into the pits to refuel and change wheels and tyres, and yeah, it would be nice if that was in there, but again I might be asking for a little bit too much. But yeah, definitely tyre wear. I did always think it's a little bit strange that tyre wear isn't in these games, but hey ho. Okay, just a couple corners left to go, and then we're going to be done here. And we are on course for a win. A 1.2 second lead now. So just one corner left to go, and the run to the line. It's going to be a win on our trusty Triumph. My poor Triumph, which desperately needs an oil change. But there we go, guys. That is it. We have won on the Triumph. We won at the Northwest 200 aboard our Suzuki GSXR 600. We've won again. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave that here for now. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content and get ready for Ride 3. I shall see you guys in the next video. See you.